welcome to Fiji. Pina colada, one of my favourite, alcohol free too at this time of the day. But thanks for joining us. Always a busy week, and I'm away in Fiji obviously for the weekend. There's been a lot going on, so we're a little bit behind in terms of our updates on Monday. We'll get back on track on Tuesday and even the week after, so please forgive us for that. And over Christmas and New Year we'll be back to normal. And it's good fun here. So I know it's going to be hot in Sydney over the next couple of days. The races are on Sunday, which I think is a smart move for everyone. And looking forward to the weekend. A lot coming up, especially over Christmas and New Year's, and I'll be on deck the whole time. This is where we go straight to work mode. And I only go, the Great White Fridge, as my friends call me, and they're all very kind. He only goes so good on the pina coladas for so long, and we'll get back into work mode. And obviously a pretty big week even. I feel like I've covered half the globe over in Perth. And Overpass went enormous. It was a great run. You've got to be very proud of him. He went for 3 in a row. He made such a gallant effort. Would have been very special to win, but he was beaten by a better horse on the day. And he's come through that run really well. He had another gallop yesterday, albeit an easy gallop. And he is going to head towards the Gold Rush next Saturday, as is Iona Merck. Had a week off after the railway, and he seems in really good order too. I think back to the 1400 from the mile will be really good for him. We've got a lot of horses running all over the place today. We've got Kensington tonight, Heuristic. He's got a bit of an ordinary gait, and we've got I Stole a Merc at Mudgee, who's on the backup too. He's in the Mudgee Cup from last Friday. As well as that, I thought Euripides was great, his first ever start in a race. He's going to have a few weeks out and then come back for the autumn. I think he's a really promising colt. I like him a lot. Hollywood Hero was a magnificent third in the 2,000 metre race. He's possibly, we're going to try him over 2,400 Saturday week, so he's going super. What else did we have of note last week? Snack Bar, well, he was going great and he was just beaten. He is a really smart horse. I think the best is yet to come of him. He was very good. He's going to improve off that. There was a protest. Thought would struggle to get it upheld, but he went amazing. Of course, another one for Derby. They just keep finding promising, good, fast new horses, so that's fantastic. What else have I missed? Pyrolysis and Diacon were great seconds yesterday.
I've just got Jackson asking, is that a green screen behind you? Pleased to report it is not.
Thanks, Jago. It's not. What's a cricket score, mate? England have kicked back a bit. England/New Zealand with the New Zealand coach and captain. Anyway, I digress. So we had a couple of really good triallers during the week too. I think Paradoxium and Masvingo, I hold them in very high regard. They trialled really well at Canterbury on Tuesday. They're going to go to the 2-year-old race at Wyong, which is such a special lead up for the Magic Millions. It's a great form race, but in terms of the 2 Magic Millions that we've been lucky enough to win, Unencumbered and Oole both came through that race. They were both winners there. And Oole, she trialled really well too, so she's going to head back there next Wednesday in a 1,200 metre 3 and 4-year-old race. I think she'll be very competitive. I think you'd forgive her first up run. Everything went against her, so she's going to be a price you'll be able to back. Paradoxium and Miss Bingo, nothing between them. Could well come down to Gates. Unleashing also trialled absolutely super on Tuesday at Canterbury. She's a mare that we've always had a lot of promise for, and I think she's going to be very difficult to beat wherever she goes first up, possibly the 17th at Warwick Farms. Keep an eye on her. Right, what else have you got for us, Andrea?
We've got a couple of questions here. Cabalis, is he going to Brisbane?
Yeah, and we'll get straight into him. He is going to Brisbane in the George Moore Stakes. He's in really good order. It's it's a good race for him. Tommy Berry rides a tricky gate, but there is a heap of speed, and there's 1,000 metre speed going to 1,200. So I'm hopeful we'll be able to slot on midfield or just behind it, hopefully with a bit of cover. it's still a big ask from a wide gate, but he's a classy horse and he's back considerably in grade. So he galloped really well on Tuesday morning. We're very happy with him, and I think he's a good chance. Pyrolysis was entered up there. She ran yesterday, ran a good second in what would have been a big race to win with the $100,000 nice bonus, but unfortunately she'll be scratched tomorrow.
Jason says no punting in Fiji, Bjorn.
Where there's a will, there is a way, Jason. You know that. And as you know, I always like to have a little flutter, but never at the expense of my own horses. I think that's the big difference. So I think the more you try and hide them, the less they pay. So I'd rather go into a race fully fit and well and set up. But we always love a little dabble. That's why I'm more Australian than Kiwi.
And B. Burn says, how is abandonment going? Has the big fella settled down?
Yeah, he's going better this week. He's another promising stay. When you look at the horses that Derby have bought, the Budgie Smuggler and the Cozy, he's just come back too. He looks fantastic. Really excited about him. Budgie Smuggler's gone for a break after his great preparation. And abandonment is the one that didn't get to the races last prep, but he's a big raw Kiwi stayer. He's still got a lot to learn, a little like his trainer, but he is definitely settled down, so I think he'll be better for what he's done recently.
Mug Punter's got a question here. He says, how does the heat affect horses, and how can you tell when they are affected by the heat?
Yeah, well, someone said, how are your horses coping the heat at Mudgee? I said, well, I put them under the blowtorch every morning. No, you can't say that, joke. I guess it's one thing. I think our horses from Warwick Farm, you know, in Sydney there's microclimates, and particularly the further east you go, the cooler it is. Warwick Farm can get really hot, and we just try and keep our horses in the routine. Actually, the barns I've got, particularly my new barn, it's remarkably cool. It's got fans that are designed to increase as the temperature increases. So the farriers will tell you, and my vets and staff, that it's a great place to work, particularly over there. And even at Warwick Farm, we get a lot of shade from the trees early in the morning. But I do think my horses, it's about just keeping them in the routine. They adapt better than humans, without a word of a lie. They eat up. And we try and put, I guess, human values on horses. Originally, they're from quite arid climates, and they tend to handle it a lot better than we do. But I also think my horses are fairly well. In summer, I tend to go better, and I think it's because they are fairly well heat adapted, and it doesn't seem to worry them. Although, and sometimes often when it is clear skies and hot, they handle it better than when it's a lot cooler and humid. So they can definitely dissipate a lot of the heat without the humidity.
Fantastic. Do you want a couple more questions, or do you want
a couple more questions? Hit us. Get on. Wisdom and business mode.
Okay, there's a couple of typos in this, but I think what they're saying is, can Zach ride Merc next week?
No, unfortunately, it's very tricky, and there's a lot happening. It's the Ingham Day next week, and talking about the Ingham, of course, last year was one of Derby and my great successes with Robusto, winning it at 30-1. He's going back there. He was okay in the Festival Stakes for the big weight. He's going to drop considerably. He's not out of it. His work yesterday was very good. We're also going to have another Derby horse there, and more victorious. So what happens is there's a lot of jockeys that are committed to the Ingham meeting. It's a big meeting now in its own right, so it's very tricky. We've got Joe Azzopardi riding Iron and Merc. He's a good rider from West Australia, and Josh Parr will go over to ride Overpass. He's going to be, both of them are going to be well set in terms of the Gold Rush. It's weight for age, and they'll both get in well at the weight, so I think they're both going to be live hopes.
And we've got a question from Hunter Media regarding getting up and around looking at yearlings to find the next OLA, and which horse is likely to be the best 2-year-old Magic Chance.
Yeah, well, thank you, Hunter Media. And there's a lot going on. So Jim is going to head up with Georgia next week to the Hunter Valley, and normally I go, but Luke's going to be in Hong Kong as Rachel's in the International Jockeys Challenge. So I'll be on deck at home at Warwick Farm. It is a demanding week. There's a lot happening. Often you see around 100 horses a day, maybe even a touch more. It's often hot. and it is challenging, but Jim is really doing a marvellous job, I think, and talking even about this year, bought Ole last year that won, and we won that from limited numbers, and this year I think we've got two great chances in Mass Fingo, at Paradox, and we've got another really promising horse called War Woven. So that's all from limited purchases. Jim's doing a great job, and at the end of the day, I love what I do. I train horses, and I love training quality horses, and Jim is buying a lot of quality horses, but it's going to be very busy for him. I think the week after they go down to the Southern Highlands, then down to New Haven and Balness, so there's a lot happening in terms of that.
Someone called Luke says, aren't you a bit old for schoolies, Bjorn? There's no schoolies here.
Trust me. I wish I had grown up, but I haven't. That's just ask the lady behind the camera.
When is Pericles back into work?
He's back in pre-training at the moment, as is Steffi Magnetica. They're going to come back into the stable in the middle of next week, so it seems like everything's happening. Straight away we're into the autumn after the Magic Millions, so then we've got New Zealand sales, so it's really a busy time of the year, which I love. So I go good for about 2 hours doing the sun lounging stuff, and then I love to get back into it on the computer and work, and that's what I enjoy, trying to be competitive.
Cooper is asking, how's Profitable going?
Profitable is actually going really well. She's a Profiteer filly, and she galloped nicely on Wednesday, so she's coming along well at this stage.
Fantastic.
Shall I get into the runners?
Yep, let's do that.
Right, so we'll kick off. We've got Newcastle tomorrow. Opatile was okay first up. She's trialled well. I had a really good opinion of her early days. I guess last time first up she was okay, but she's drawn gate 1 tomorrow over the 11.50 at the Beaumont track. Adam Farragut, good Irish jockey, has come over. He rode a winner, his first winner at the Kembla Grange Saturday meeting, so he's definitely up to it. And she's going to get a good run over further tomorrow, so I think she's an each way hope. And then Quest is actually in great order. She's fit, she's rock hard. She goes to the 12.50. She's got an average gait, but I think we ride her conservatively, and I think she's got a good turn of foot. She's not out of it at good each way chances. Then we get into Rose Hill on Sunday. We'll go to the Mudgee Cup. I Stole a Merc has drawn gate 1. He was really good last Friday. He's on the back up. Winona Costin rides him. He's the one bringing city form. I think he gets into the race with a good weight. I think he'll be very hard to beat. He's always shown a lot of ability. I think he's spot on. And then we get into Rose Hill on Sunday. Race 4, Victor was very good at Newcastle last time. I think 1500. Second time at 1500 suits. Gate 7. He's probably got tactical speed. He doesn't look to be a whole heap of speed there. Roll forward. Definitely an each way chance. I think he's going to be better actually in more time. He's well bred. He's a Frankel. He's definitely going the right way, and I think even up over further, but he's an each way chance. Race 5, Loving, is a horse that we think we've got pretty much rock hard fit. He's won 2 of 3. He's a promising horse in a tricky race and an average gate. He's going to have to go back, but if they go quick enough up front, he's not completely out of it. I think whatever he does, follow him second, even third up. And then race 7, Dame Commander. She was disappointing the back end of last preparation, but she looks fantastic. She's a light, athletic filly, but interestingly, she's one of those horses you try and look after them and you don't work them as hard. She doesn't go as well, so she's definitely done plenty of work into this first up race, and she's got ability from a good gate 2, Josh Parr. She goes in an each way chance for sure. And that pretty much caps it off. We'll be back in touch from Warwick Farm next Friday. Lobby has the big trip to Perth next week. I haven't got Lobby's tip, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to guess. I'm going to stay I Stole a Merc. I'm going to guess George's tip. Her tip is she is going to be with Cabalis. That would be hers 100%. I nailed that. And Luke is... I think he's going to go Ola next Wednesday, and he's also going to say Duesta. Is that close enough? Anyway.
What's your tip, Ian?
And my tip is... I think we'll be very good in the 2-year-old race next week. Mass Fingo, Paradox, and whichever draws better, you can back with confidence. I'm going to go Loving each way at big odds, and I think I Stole a Merc will be hard to beat. Anything to add?
You ready to sign off?
Hey, this has got alcohol in it, eh? I'm sure it does.
Well, I asked for a virgin
I
one.
asked for a triple. See you, team. Have a great week. We'll be in touch next week. A lot happening. And if in doubt, blast your way out.